Oh, the kitchen, not a bad place to be right now. Get your pastry fix with us. All the vegan flavors of Passion Flower Bakery that's located right in Salt Lake City.
And Jessica is here, and she wears all the hats at her business, owner, head baker, and decorator, to show and tell us about her unique business. Welcome, Jessica.
Well, thank you guys for having me on. I'm excited.
You wouldn't even know it, but all of these treats are vegan?
Yes, all of them are vegan. Sorry. I started out going to the French pastry school in Chicago prior to going vegan, so I got to be classically trained under French chefs. I moved to Hawaii shortly thereafter to work on doing destination wedding cakes and figuring that stuff out. And so I had free time to veganize my recipes.
I love that you say veganize.
Yes.
Because French pastry baking is a lot of, like you said, butter.
Yes, lots of full fat butter, whole milk, things like that. So my goal was to try to make it so that you can't tell the difference, so that you don't feel like you're sacrificing anything. There's no trans fats in vegan food, which is really cool. It's also great for people with allergies. A lot of nursing mothers also with their babies have allergies. We have a lot of those come in who aren't necessarily vegan, but they just need options and alternatives.
And why did you go this route? Is there a personal story behind it, or you just found a lot of your customers couldn't eat your sweet treats?
I actually went vegan shortly after going to the French pastry school. Luckily, I wouldn't have been able to eat anything. So I wanted to kind of, growing up and being vegan, my family always felt like they were sacrificing something to eat with me to eat vegan. So I wanted to make sure that people who aren't vegan can bring their non-vegan family members, and they can all enjoy it without feeling like they're sacrificing something to have it.
Do you hear all the time, I would be vegan, but it just doesn't taste good. I don't know what I would eat.
Right, and so I feel like we're kind of coming out of that era. I feel like as things have progressed, there's a lot more vegan alternatives, which taste a lot more natural and real. We have a soy blend, a butter blend that we use for our butter, and it holds shape and does the butter books just as well as regular butter for croissants, which is really nice.
Can you go through a couple of the things you brought?
Yeah, so I mean, if you want to go into the heavier vegan side, meaning the alternative side, so we have our ham and cheese croissant, which is one of our best sellers, as well as our savory croissant, which has potato, egg, and sausage. We also have over here our best seller, which is our almond croissant. We've actually won awards for that one. Pain au chocolat. Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And then we have our pain au chocolat classic chocolate croissant. Right now we have a special at the bakery, which is our passion fruit coconut croissant.
Can I try that one while you're talking?
Yes, one's great.
That's what I would order.
And then we also, so these ones obviously have gluten because you rely on gluten for doing folds in butter, but we do have a lot of gluten-free options as well.
Look how flaky, by the way.
Yes, they're they should all have the honeycomb. They're all...
That's what that's called? It's called the honeycomb?
So when you cut open a croissant, there's gonna be little cloves that, or not cloves, but little holes, which is called honeycomb, yes, in croissants. They'll have the nice flake to it, the texture, and they also have a buttery flavor, which is really interesting. We have a lot of regulars who come in and they didn't know we were vegan. And
I would have no idea.
Yeah, even with the ham and cheese, the owners of another local restaurant used to come in and they would always get the ham and cheese, and they were like, we had no idea it was vegan for a while.
Well, a lot of times people who are vegan feel left out, right? When it comes to parties or events or get-togethers, and this way they don't have to if they order your treat.
Yeah. We have a lot of people that do come through that get stuff for their vegan guests at their party.
What's in the front?
So we have our French macarons, which is one of our gluten-free options. We always have a range of flavors at the bakery. We offer cupcakes in the bakery, or you can do custom cakes as people saw on the slideshow. We have a cheesecake, which is really good, which is one thing that we really dedicated to make sure that there wasn't a super coconutty flavor, because that's something you run into with vegan alternatives. So that one doesn't have a coconut flavor, which is nice. And then our last ones are our tarts. So we have a banana tart as well with meringue on top, as well as a fruit tart. We also offer Pop-Tarts, even though they're not French. People love them.
Prettiest Pop-Tart I've ever seen.
That is
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
This is your top seller right here?
Yes, the almond croissant.
Give that a bite. Passion Flower is in Salt Lake City. You've been there since 2015, featured on Taste Utah, so you've been on the show before. 10% off right now with the promo code VEGANPOSH. PassionFlowerSLC.com. They're also on social media. We got to get a shot of that, Saray.
Look how yummy that looks.
Look at that.
How hard, Jessica, was this to actually get this scientifically perfect?
It took me at least for croissants, it took me about a year and a half. I used to do blind taste tests with my dad. I'm in the kitchen. I used to buy him a regular croissant, and then I'd have him try it and see if he could tell the difference. Took a lot of time, especially finding the right blend of butter in order to use in it, so that we don't have the separation or the melting into it.
I can't tell the difference.
I can't tell the difference either, which is really rare sometimes.
Yeah.
You're a magician in the kitchen.
Thank you.
You're magic. Delicious. Go to our website for more information and go in and taste test.
Thank you
for being on the show.